The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Kevin H. Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we get the Dow Industrials down 226. NASDAQ's off 42. S&Ps are down 22. Gold is flat out here at 1129. We got silver at 1436. The 10-year note is up 23. The bonds 30 are up 2 points. The King dollar's down 133. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy.
Morning,
How's everything
Kevin.
going, guys?
It's going good, man. You know, we got a tradable market out here. I mean, I'm sure that people are worried, when you get a gap down like this. But, bottom line, it looks to me like it's just pushing on top of consolidation that we have.
746 firms having earnings this week.
Wow.
That's what we take off the Thinkorswim platform. 746.
That's
255 alone on Thursday. So we've got a lot of, we're not going to be starved for data this week, that's for sure.
No, we're not. And Google, I know, come out with the numbers, blew the numbers away, up $31.
Yeah, and guess what? What would it be up if this market was up 100? Where would it be trading?
I was listening to you guys yesterday, right? And it was really cool, folks. And, Kevin, Scott, Cindy, swim lessons every day, noon to 1. No matter where you are, just go to TFNN, hit Tiger TV. It's an amazing program. And as you were breaking Google down, it was pretty cool, man. Meaning whether you're going to go with the calls, at the higher end or the lower end. That's
right.
And when I look at it, last night after the close, Google, of course, was at it hit 823. It was trading It was trading quite a bit at 805. It kept,
right. It was busy right between 800 and 810. It was busy there.
It was. And this morning we're at 784. I mean, so it's going to be interesting to see if it can catch a bid.
Right. Right. Google is such a huge company. Just think about this, Tom. YouTube is part of Google.
Yes.
Every millennium in this world watches YouTube just about every day.
Right.
Probably more than they watch TV. They watch YouTube.
Yeah. In my house, they don't even watch TV. They just watch YouTube. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm the only one that watches TV.
You ask any parent of any millennial, and they watch YouTube.
Right.
And they stream onto their computer. So, and this thing is a behemoth. And it's just a small fraction of Google's earnings.
Right.
This thing has growth. I mean, this is a growth stock that we can't even put a number on.
Yeah, no. And what's so cool about YouTube, too, is that to learn anything, there's so many videos that you can learn on YouTube. It's really, you can search things, but you can learn so much on YouTube. I mean, anything and everything you want. Bang, you hit it.
I'm telling you, I don't know how to cook.
Right?
And a buddy of mine in the meat business dropped off a bunch of ribs for a favor.
Yeah.
I went on YouTube and found out how to cook ribs in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I cooked ribs.
Those YouTube videos for cooking are good. I do that too.
They're
That's
amazing.
awesome.
They are.
And think about this, guys. As big as YouTube is, if you look on the Thinkorswim platform under the company profile, 3.6% of their bottom line is YouTube.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool.
That shows you how big Google can be and is.
Right. No, you can see that.
There's so many crazy things going on. And it's funny. We talked about, Scott and I talked about the other day, what about the dollar? When is the dollar excuse going to go away from these earnings?
Right.
Because the dollar's not going anywhere. And every earnings that comes out, the multinationals are saying, well, it's the higher dollar, it's the higher dollar. Higher dollar's not going anywhere, guys. So everyone better, adjust their thought process on that.
Yeah.
It's funny. I really thought we had yesterday. I really thought we had a bifurcated market where the market was going to leave oil on the downside and rally, which it kind of did, but it really hasn't been able to follow through today. I'm waiting for that to happen.
I know, I agree. Tommy and I were talking about this yesterday because it was intriguing that, oil, came down, of course, from like the $70 level to like 40, and that really didn't affect the market. Our market, the S&Ps kept going higher. But since it's hit the 40 to 30, wherever oil's going, that market's going pretty quick.
Well, yeah, it's amazing if you and Thinkorswim allows you to put one chart on top of another.
Yes.
And if you go back about 30 or 40 days and compare oil to the SPX,
right.
they're like correlated, crazy correlated, like Visa and MasterCard would be correlated, and they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Because they're not, but for the last 30 or 40 days, they have mirrored each other.
You can see it. And in fact, this morning, even in my newsletter, I didn't mind this gap down. I'm looking and said, hey, this gap down is just part of the process to try to do a nice bounce getting up to the, higher price. So we'll see if that shakes out. But I'm thinking, that inside the NASDAQ, it's going to be a little bit easier because of Google. The NASDAQ is still down good right now. The NQs are down 50, folks, but I suspect that's going to change as we go through the day. And oil will have to basically put in a bottom here for the S&Ps, I think, to do something, and we'll find out.
But Tom, as a longtime trader, it's a friendly trader's market to be able to buy dips in the morning.
It is. No,
and then
it is,
trade
man.
out of them.
And well, you got.
You know what I mean? I have a history of doing that.
And your back is against the wall here.
Right. Sure.
Your back is right against where all the trading was done last week, folks.
Right.
Because we're laid out here. If we take a look at this SPY right now, what you're going to see is that SPY is laid out. I mean, when you look at the SPY, it doesn't even look like you get a pullback happening. You know what I mean? I mean, you do as the yesterday, but not from last week. The SPY is at 191.07, and all those highs from last week are like 190.53.
Right.
Cooking, brother. We look forward to the show.
Guys, we're talking about architecture, options architect today.
Awesome, man.
We'll be listening.
Have a great day, guys.
Have a great one. Have a safe one, folks. That's going to be noon no matter where you are. TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. You stay right there. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify?
Will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? taking something that's good for you, something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 254. You get the Nasdaq off 53. S&Ps are down 26, and the volatility continues.
And it does. 200 or 300 down as we open every day, right?
It's pretty amazing, actually. You know what's strange though is that even when we were just talking to Kevin, now percentage-wise, folks, we're down good. The Dow's down 1.5, S&Ps are down 1.2, Nasdaq 1.1. But when I do bring up, and when I look at the SPY, it's like, okay, we're down $2.50. You're at 191.06, and all the highs of last week, that's 190.76 was generated on the 22nd, 190.53 on the 26th, 191.56, which is higher on that was the 27th. And when we went topside on Friday, that low there is 189.88. So it's really, just a pullback. Well, to me, it looks like just a pullback. And that's how deviant the market is, meaning that I suspect that we're still going to go higher. If we take a look at the NQs now, this is really, I put this up on an intraday basis for a couple days. What you're going to see is that first sell down has the juice underneath it. Other than that, though, you haven't pulled back much. Inside the NDX, as to what is moving things around, this is pretty interesting. The toy company Mattel's the leader, folks. Inside the NDX 100, that's up 11.5%, $3. Wonder if that's Star Wars toys. That'd be really weird, wouldn't it? Oh, Barbie. Well, that's what they're saying anyway. This is just a quick one. Yeah. Mattel tops estimates after Barbie shows signs of a comeback. Mattel, the owner of Barbie, Hot Wheels, and Fisher-Price, posted fourth quarter earnings topping analyst estimates, a sign that the world's largest toy company is making progress in its comeback bid. That'd be pretty wild, right? Mattel saw improvement in some of its longest struggling toy brands, including flagship Barbie business. Barbie sales grew by 1% last quarter and would have been up 8% if currency rates were held constant. So, new generation buying Barbie.
Yeah, we'll see. They've been in the news a lot, that's for sure, recently.
Mattel has?
With the Barbie. Haven't you heard about the weight changes to Barbie and all that stuff?
No.
No? Do you only watch CNBC? I'm surprised they didn't watch them there, too.
Oh,
they've changed the doll, and there's more choices, more skin colors, more body.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because the Barbie sales are tanking.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's the leader. Google's number 2. That's up 4%, $33. Netflix is up 0.6%. So the rest of that inside the NDX is in tough shape. The laggard on the way down is Norwegian Cruises. That's down 328, or 6%. Whole Foods is off 5%, or 153. Qualcomm is down 4.5% at $2. And Western Digital is down 4%. Inside the Dow Industrials, what we have, only one is positive. DuPont is up 1.9%. at $1. Goldman Sachs is the leader on the way down. That's down 3.4%. Let's look at Goldman, see what we got here. So it's not that they come out with their numbers, just a pullback. Gold out here, GCJ. Gold's going to need more price spread. You know, so you get 65,000 contracts. I think we need like about 140,000. What we do yesterday? So yesterday we did 119,000. That, well, 130,000 we need. 130,000 would be a good number. Bonds. Now, this is, you know, we've been talking about the 10-year, folks. I don't remember when the 10-year was at 1.8.
Yeah.
1.871. That is going to put mortgage rates down, oh my God, you know.
Low.
Yeah, low. I don't even know what that will do, but I want to find out.
Just go low then.
Yeah, that's gonna be, it's gonna be
for sure.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. The 30-year out here. Yes. Look at the 30-year. 30 years at all-time highs right now. You're up 2 full points at 11 ticks, 162.28. So we had the first caucuses last night.
Yeah, we
right?
sure did.
And that, you know, I didn't listen to the whole thing, but Tom and I were just talking. I had heard that one of them was done with a flip.
So the Republican and the Democratic caucuses have completely different processes, number one.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, which was pretty interesting. The Democratic caucus is just an absolute sideshow by all things in terms of, like, it's almost like a hot potato where you choose two and then each candidate has to have over 15%, and then the undecideds are left, and then the undecideds get to get courted, and they go. And the other thing, who shows up undecided, ready to vote? I don't know what that side. You know, it's not like, whereas Republicans, they just show up, they cast their ballot in the caucus, you count every single one-person ballot, and there you go. Whereas the Democrats have this, like, if you don't have 15%, then there's like a rething, and then the two big parties get to court the undecideds, or if you're for a candidate that's under 15%, then you get courted to join one of the candidates until each candidate has over 15% of the vote.
Okay.
And then, which nobody even talked about, I guess, is that if they're, and I saw headlines that they were so close that they had to go to a coin flip. Well, what is so close? Either you're tied or you're not. I don't know. This is what, you know, how many things go into it. But that there were 3 coin flips in different caucuses,
amazing.
and that Hillary won them all. And
What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
1 out of 8. Is it 1 out of 2 is winning 1. 1 out of 4 is winning 2 in a row. 1 out of 8. So she ran the gambit, won 3 coin flips, and therefore won the caucuses. And,
wow.
Yeah. That's quite a slant on democracy, in my opinion. But we'll see.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, all you folks up in New Hampshire, you're up next. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. And that'll be more of a real deal, I think, because that's the primary. And watching the whole deal, and especially on the Democratic side, how it goes down, I was just looking at it being like, what a sideshow the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's no doubt that the New Hampshire is always valuable for candidates, but this is going to be a big one, I think, for both the Republicans and the Democrats.
It's always a big one. This isn't going to be a big one. It's always a big one. It's the first primary in the presidential election.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a big one on most years.
Yeah.
Yeah? No?
Oh, no, it is. Listen,
It's not this year. It's a big one. It's always a big one.
Yeah.
That's for sure. No, you say yes with skepticism. That's okay. It is.
Well, no, it has to do with who's running against who. It's a tight race.
I don't agree.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. I can't remember the last time that a New Hampshire primary wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Okay.
I'm sure you're right. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow Industrials right now down 261. You get the Nasdaq off 56. S&Ps are down 27. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 249. You get the NASDAQ off 54. S&Ps are down 27. Let's just take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here in this market. So Bank of America, that's down 55 cents. We have Michael Kors. Look at that. We got to look at that up. That's up $7. Now, that's intriguing because, of course, that's a money stock. Well, Michael Kors, that's the high-end.
High-end stock.
You know, yeah, it was the high-end pocketbooks. And,
it's a retail stock.
Right.
When you say it's a money stock, it's a retail stock for high-end products. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, everything's expensive. Michael Kors is like a...
When somebody says it's a money stock, I think finance.
Yeah. The Exxon come out with numbers. So we take a look at Exxon. Exxon right now, so it's backing down into its lowest swing point. Numbers came out like this on Exxon. Let's see. So Exxon, the estimate was 64 cents. They made 67. Their exploration budget, the estimate was $7.89 billion. They're going to do 7.42.
Yeah, they had revenue of $59.8 billion versus 51.3. That's the bottom line there.
I see. Okay, cool. Okay. Imagine that in 90 days, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense. There's no doubt about that. That is big revenue, but of course, they're one of the largest oil companies in the world. So now Google just overtook Apple as the largest public company in the U.S.
Yes.
It'd be interesting if Google can catch a bid. You know, and
what do you mean it should bid rock higher? That's set all-time highs today. It'd be interesting if it catches a bid.
Well, because of the fact that
bid. I mean, it's at all-time highs today.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
And it's up dramatically in a tanked market. I'm just
right. No,
So what do we need for Google to show a bid for you? I would be asking that, listening to that.
Well, I think that Google is capable of being up $50, $60. You know, percentage-wise, that's not that much, right? Compared to, I mean, last time they come out with numbers, there's the last time.
Perception's everything. Percentage-wise, it's up over 5% as the largest company in the world overnight at all-time highs.
Right.
I see that as some serious strength.
Oh, I know it's strength.
Can always be stronger, but it's up 5% overnight in a down market today tremendously, setting all-time highs. That's one way to phrase it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bullish way to phrase it. It could be up 10%, it could be up 15, you know, but it's up 5 as the biggest company in the world on a day where the indices are down over 1%.
Right. Yeah.
That might be considered a bid to some people.
It certainly can be. If we go over to the NQs and take a look at those NQs, my point in all of that is that I suspect that
got one.
NQH6. So let's see what we've gone into. So if we take a look at these futures, it's below that. We made it to 4226, and really it's lower than that. Where the support actually
Sorry,
comes in.
I'm not sure where you're.
I'm looking for some support.
Okay.
And it's really lower than that because once it broke the 4255, it's like, okay, man, you're hanging down there at 4202. You know, so.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, we'll see how that baby does shake out. But, at this particular point, it's going to be, I suspect, all about the oil market.
What about the gold market?
The gold market has a bid, and in fact today, folks, at 6 o'clock, if you want to understand how currencies impact exchange rates, impact gold companies, I'm going to be doing a webinar at 6 to 7 tonight. If you are a member of the Gold Report, you know you'll be there. If you're not, you can test drive it for a month right now, free.
It's a perfect time to be doing it, man. I mean, we talked about it, you know, that you wanted to do it. You know, we started putting it together 3 weeks ago, maybe, you know, beginning of the year, you were talking about you wanted to do something. And, you know, in that time, Harmony itself has demonstrated the type of effect that those currencies can have, let alone gold's been performing somewhat well during that time as well. So it's a good time to be doing this. It worked out well.
You know what's pretty amazing, man? Okay, so picture this, folks. Every time that, you know, you do one of these, right? What ends up happening is that you learn more about the business, okay? And this is pretty sad, man. This is pretty sick. I think most people know that miners in general don't make a lot of money, okay? Gold miners in South Africa, right? It's like, oh my God, you just can't believe it. I mean, for regular miners, the rate is approximately 14,000 to 15,000 rand a month.
I don't know what rate.
That's what they get paid per month.
Okay.
Per month.
I don't know what. Okay. Miners get. You're talking about the employees?
Yeah. The people that do the mine.
Okay. Their salary is. Their salary. I didn't know if you're talking about what they're selling gold for there.
No,
I didn't know what you're talking about.
You
said miners. I thought you were talking about mining companies. That's what I'm. You know,
what happened?
You jumped from mining companies to employees. Real quick
what happened is that as I was doing this, just going through the rates, right? Meaning the currency rates. I says, well, I'm just curious as to what each employee, because the way that these companies make a lot of money, the more employees that they actually have, or expenses that they have, and currencies that get cheap, the more money they actually bring to the bottom line.
Sure, right.
Because 55% of the gold market in South Africa is employees.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So
it's a big part of their expenses, right?
When you do this number, it's pretty sick, because that turns into...
Yeah, so you're doing, walk people through it, 14,000, if people are making 14,000 Rand a month.
Right.
That's at 16 Rand per dollar.
Right.
That's about $870 US per month.
Exactly.
Sure.
To be in the mines.
Yeah, and then, you know, you put it on a world scale, making $10,000 US dollars a year.
Right.
That's probably in the realm of what, you know, in third world countries I'm talking about, that employees, and they're probably, you're dealing with Higher than normal skilled labor in that too. This isn't just a random person. You know, I mean, they have skills that they're working in those mines for sure.
This is it's interesting that gets into 10,000 because I remember the first time that my father made $10,000. It was a huge deal in our family.
Sure.
So
that's going back.
Yeah. It was 1960.
For sure.
Okay. So that's intriguing. You know, in the context that you think that you know, and that was good money then. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was you could buy a house with it. Let's put it that way. The first, I remember and that's pretty sick. So think about this. I remember what the house cost because on 7th Street. Now this is crazy, folks, in South Boston. So we bought it. I was 10 years or 11. I was at 10 or 11. So it's 60 or 61. It was $7,500.
Yeah.
That house right now is probably $600,000 or $700,000.
Yeah.
You know, I can look it up.
Equate it. So when you put like the 10,000, you say, yeah, that was decent money. You know, that's more than you were able to buy a house for. So that was more than decent money, really, in terms of 10,000 at that time.
Yeah.
Because right now you can't make a yearly wage that you can buy a house with and have change left over.
No.
And consider that an okay wage. So,
and and that's why people are complaining about the middle class not making money. You can see that.
There.
No, you can see that.
Yeah.
Right. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Get the Dow down 245. Nasdaq's off 53. S&Ps are off 25. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are down 239. You get the Nasdaq off 50. S&Ps are down 25, and inside the den, you get one of the guys is saying, well, when I was at college, I did framing and trim in the summers. We were building 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses in Clearwater, making $2 an hour, and thought I was rich in 1972. Well, what happened is that, Tommy, we just brought up that calculator, and that was a lot of money.
That calculator. Let's bring everybody into the calculator that was what is $1 in 1960 worth today.
Right.
That calculator.
And it was worth $80,000.
Well, your $10,000 example was worth more than $80,000 today, and that was what I thought it was going to be as you were using that example. The $10,000 in 1960 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it is. That's what the calculator shows.
Listen,
so
I get it.
To equate that is a tough equation on what we were talking about with the South African miners.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
$864 to get on a mine is pretty intense. Well, I guess with
everything's comparatively though, and that's
right.
what I'm. That's because in a third world country making $10,000 a year right now, that might
be
get
great.
you a lot more.
Yeah.
That's all. For so.
No doubt. Let's go over and take a look at the XLF, because the financials out here, so they're backing down with lighter volume too. They're down 52 cents. They're coming into the highs of the lows. That's 21.19. Now, this is going to be, you want to keep your eye, well, I wouldn't be buying this. I'm just saying you want to keep your eye on it, because that will be a good indication, the 21.19, if in fact you get a rejection of that lower price. Because what we did have is that you got a small expansion of volume as we went up last Friday. The IWM, which has been the weakest indice out here, that is backing into where it went topside on Friday. So we've done 10 million, but this could do 40 million. If that does 40 million, that'd be a different ballgame.
I was just going to say, could you take a look at maybe some of those currencies that we were talking about with the gold report and see what the Rand's doing, and maybe check out what...
Absolutely. So if we go over to the Rand dollar first, the Rand's trading at 16.1 Rand dollars to U.S. dollars. If we go to Harmony right in South Africa right now, Harmony closed at 32.23 Rand dollars. It's trading in the U.S. right now at $1.92. And if you want to see this correlation is pretty intense too. The Australian dollar also from the three currencies where most of the gold is actually taken out of, not silver. So Mexico is a huge silver deal, but gold is Australia, the United States, Canada, and South Africa.
Okay.
So the ones in the United States, of course, because Nevada's huge in gold, that's dollar for dollar.
Doesn't matter, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Australian dollar, it matters quite a bit. Now, what happens is that in the U.S., we don't trade as many Australian equities out there. Some people might own Newcrest. Okay, that's a very large company. In South Africa, however, there's you have the GFI had spun off a company with all the old mines, and the amazing thing is that turned into a gold mine. Literally, that's funny, because of the fact.
Figuratively, you're talking about, not literally. Right.
Because of the fact that the Rand dollar, got so weak.
Okay.
What does happen inside of Mexico would be that the silver miners would get some of that juice, okay? But in Australia, see, if we take a look at it, when you see this is pretty crazy. That the correlation that you want to be looking at in all these currencies, folks, is where, then to get a real clear picture, is that where was the currency trading in September of 2011?
Okay.
Because that's the high of gold. Where's it trading right now?
Sure.
And it's pretty clear that, oh my God, that gold was much higher, but yet any company that's in Australia, any company that is in actually Canada too.
Yes.
Okay. Or South Africa, they are making, well, Canada is almost making as much money. Australia's making more money. South Africa's making more money. See, the Canadian dollar did go down, but the correlation is pretty close. Not well. When I have the numbers, I have the numbers at my desk right now.
Get them all ready for tonight.
I
right?
do,
Perfect.
exactly. The correlation, that 20 is 28. Okay, so the Canadian dollar, was trading, there it is right there, at a buck. It was at $1 September of 2011. That's the high of gold.
Yeah.
Now it's at $1.40.
Yeah.
You know, so it lost quite a bit. There's no doubt about it. That correlation, however, though, the other side of that correlation is that when you go and take a look at the gold, you have to bring that back, of course, to 2011. And that correlation is that gold is at 1128 and gold was at 1920. It's hard to believe that the difference in gold price is huge.
Yeah,
and
it's quite a pullback.
And then these companies are still making more money, though.
Sure, right.
That's the thing that is really, like, amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's where you can see that the demand could expand at this particular point. Why? Because their currencies are getting killed so bad. So if we had lived over there and just bought 1 ounce of gold, well, guess what? You have made money versus just holding your currency.
Sure.
You know, in fact, for all you gold bugs out there, the GLD, this is the first time since 2012 or 2016 that the GLD has had such an expansion the last 5 days. Meaning that...
Such an expansion. That's such a vague term to say the first time in 5 years.
Well, what it would mean is that every time gold goes up, the GLD has to buy gold, physical gold. This is the first time since 2012 that each and every day for the last, let me see, how many days?
So they're expanding by buying the gold and adding to their market cap.
They have to because as
so when you say expand, though, this is what I was asking for.
Buying physical gold. The
price,
demand.
Does that mean the GLD market cap, the net asset value?
The net asset value is going up.
Okay.
Because as gold goes up, the GLD has to own the gold in order to create to the net asset value of it. This is the first time, which is pretty intense. I thought the number was surprising that when 2016, and this is the first time since 2012.
Yeah.
You know that, and what happens with that is this, folks, is that the run has to be on a trend. We can see it that it has been a trend. Because if you're choppy back and forth, I don't know if they have so many days that they have to do this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not sure because it looks like there's a lot of those days, and it looks like there's even some chop in the last 5. So, but maybe we'll find those exact numbers during the break. And
yeah. So that's always good news because what happens, and this is what happens with ETFs in general, is that here it is right here, gold rising high. So no, it's okay. So this is they had a 1.82 to 681.
But I'm
metric
sure that's
tons.
along the same lines because that was the spider gold. That's the same lines. And
well, that's the largest.
That's what I'm saying. So they're doing it. Right.
You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials right now down 243. NASDAQ is down 50. S&Ps are off 25. We're going to be right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And don't forget, folks, coming up right after us, we're going to have our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming on. He's going to be growling a problem with you. Then we go to swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Our man, Mr. Andy Hicks, going to be talking commodities.
And then you'll be rock and rolling at 6 o'clock right after that.
At 6 o'clock. And, you know, folks, if you do enjoy TFNN, please tell 3 people. We really appreciate the growth that you're giving us. Just tell them, go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Natural gas. I just pull up the commodities out here, just to give you a little rundown, you know, before we turn this over to Basil. Natural gas is down to 6.4%. You got gasoline down 4.8 rather. Oil's down 3.8. Big numbers.
They are.
You know, that natural gas market, man, it just can't get off the lows, man. I mean, it's just pretty amazing. You know, I guess the low in this contract is at 193.
Right in there.
190, yeah, and you're coming back in with some volume. There's no doubt about that, man. And I guess it makes sense because, you know, even in the den, you can see people are saying that there's a warm spell, and it's going to be like 80 degrees here, right?
Even this afternoon, it's going to creep up to like 75, 77.
Right.
Yeah.
So who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl?
I think Carolina's going to get it done, along with the rest of the betting world, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you been hearing the betting line?
No.
It started at 3.5, maybe.
Okay.
For Carolina being the favorite.
Yeah.
It was like 3.5 to 4. And long story short, the money's just been coming in all on Carolina as they're pushing it. I was reading articles this weekend where the line was at 5, line was at 6, and it's just like 90% of the money's coming in for Carolina. So Vegas books are going to be rooting hard for Denver no matter what they do.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so they will. Let's see.
They keep trying to raise.
That's right.
That's what's been happening. So the Carolina was a 3-point favorite. 4.5 point, 6 point,
right.
Or 6 point, I think.
Just
right
like
now.
the option market makers.
They're trying to price it right, and they didn't price it right to start. That's what happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be wild.
Yeah.
And did you see the amount they're getting for commercials? I mean,
no. What is it?
I believe it's $5 million for a 30-second commercial.
Okay. Yeah.
And you know what the amazing part about it is that in the last 2 years it's gone up dramatically, and when you saw what they bought the rights for a couple of years ago. You thought that was a lot of money, but that's not a lot of money as to what has happened with live sports programming.
Sure. In the world of DVRs, right? That's so valuable to make sure somebody sees your ad.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And they're saying that because everything's so segmented now, that ad is worth more money.
Yeah, I would believe it.
Yeah,
because I mean, how often do you DVR a show and you don't watch the commercials at all, right? You can't do that with NFL football.
No, there's no doubt.
You know, it's amazing how much money people pay for ads these days that a lot of people aren't even watching. In terms of, I just DVR things and then watch it.
Yeah.
So live sports is quite a commodity when you look at that element of things, because nobody cares about live sports in the after fact, number one. Who watches a football game the next day?
Right.
Not many people.
No.
And so you're always watching it live. So there's, you're watching every single commercial that comes along with it.
Right.
Yeah. And in the age of content being king, live content being especially king, right? Where
there's no doubt, man. There's no doubt.
They have quite a commodity. They do.
Yeah. And look at, we get a couple targets here, and they watch the Super Bowl primarily for the commercials.
I know. Talk about really having a focused audience.
That's another great point. Everyone,
And the hype around it, you saw last year they actually started where maybe they were coming out with the commercials ahead of time online to create the hype, or maybe they're even coming out with like a different commercial that's like a precursor to their Super Bowl to get the hype going. Yeah. There's a lot they can do.
Totally. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Of course, then swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself, Andy Heck. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.